So guys, what are you guys doing? What are you playing these days?
I have LawBreakers ready to go at home. I'm really starting to think that this whole podcast thing is really like taking a big dig into my gaming life.
Oh, really?
Because it releases on we do it on Tuesdays.
Oh, really now? What I'm saying is a letter of resignation.
It's just funny because like the last two that I was on this week, I really want to play LawBreakers. It was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago when the Destiny beta was live, and that's all I wanted to play.
You had the Twitches that day.
Yeah, but I was reading that LawBreakers, they're having some server issues on PS4 anyway, so fingers crossed that they have it fixed by the time I get home and able to play. But I enjoyed the beta. I played the beta last week. Because I was on the show last week, so that weekend they had the LawBreakers beta. I like that game. It's a lot of fun.
Is it going to be the Overwatch killer?
No. Honestly, I just don't think it has enough hype. Like, nobody's really talking about it. Cliff Blazinski and his new development team. It's a brand new team. It's a publisher, I think, that's based out of Korea or something crazy like that. They don't have, like, the marketing budget, probably, to really push this out there. Mm-hmm. Like an Activision or an EA might.
Right.
But it's a lot of fun. It's like Unreal Tournament and Overwatch.
Yeah.
It's pretty much what it is. Like, it's fast-paced. The heroes all feel different enough. The kills, when you get the kills, feel really rewarding because it's like not super violent, like Doom violent, but like I can't remember the assassin that they have. Mm-hmm. Like, you get 3 blows and they just explode. Yeah. Like in front of you. So, the aim assist on console seems pretty good, pretty lenient, I would say too. Mm-hmm. Obviously, they could have tweaked something from when the beta was going on, but I thought it was fun. The mobility, they pretty much give you different attributes, different perks, and one of the perks for most of the characters, except for the Titan, is a mobility perk. So, like, it might be like with the assassin where it shoots a rope and you go real quick, and you pull the rope or you pull the person towards you, and you speed to it.
Right.
I can't remember what the class is either, but it's like the flying one with like a turn on it. I don't know if you guys played that.
Yeah, I played with Jonah on the PC.
But that one, like, you could just boost. So, like, it makes like getting the objective and getting the objective back to your base or point of progress, wherever you're going to bring it to get points. Really interesting, because you can see somebody pick up the objective and just start boosting to it. Mm-hmm. So it makes the gameplay very, very interesting. And a lot of them are either what's the Blitzball, I think is the name of that one where you have to grab the ball. Like, that's really quick. Like, you grab that, you can go and score. But there's like one where you have to like charge a battery. Yeah, or there's one you have to open up a signal point with the satellite dish or whatever it is.
I played the battery one when Jonah was there. When we did the PC thing, and that was I wasn't really paying attention when I was jumping in the games because it was like a free weekend thing. You jump in, it's like the same thing beta, so it's kind of just throwing you around different games. But so I get the thing, I bring it back, and I'm like sitting there like charging. I'm like this is not good. I'm not used to the keyboard and mouse right now.
You have to defend it.
But I actually did pretty good. I did pretty good. It was a fun time.
But I like it. Like, even like the Wraith is like one of them where I think it's a knife and that has like the submachine gun and you can slide. And like sliding feels really good, and you're able to shoot as you're sliding and everything like that.
I feel like games really don't hit that very well, the slide.
The Wraith felt really good. Yeah. Like, I felt really good about it. And like I said, that was his mobility perk. Not everybody can slide.
Yeah.
Well, like, character animations in like a shooter game are very difficult.
Yeah. Like, even like mantling and stuff like that is like usually a big deal. Like, we'll talk about Rainbow Six later, but like they're fixing the mantling animation too.
Yeah.
So stuff like that is still new, and they're still trying to figure that out. And it's the same probably with like the slide. But when I played this game, like, the slide felt pretty good. Nice. The only thing that was kind of weird was like you had the Law team and the Breakers team, and they kind of just mirror each other. Like, they look different.
Yeah.
But it's just to pretty much, I guess, differentiate between the two sets of players. But I mean, it's going to be very similar to Overwatch, where you're opening up packs, getting different custom skins, different player icons, and stuff like that. So I'm pretty excited. I'm really excited to jump in and play it. Like, it's just going to be my pretty much from now until Destiny launch game, but I definitely want to jump in there and play it because I was a big fan of. Me and my brother used to play Unreal Tournament all the time, Unreal Tournament 3 on 360.
Yeah.
So there really hasn't been a game on console that's really scratched that itch. That's really fast paced, fun to play, kind of outrageous in some ways. And like I said, they're just kind of molding that in with what Overwatch is, with like the different heroes and stuff like that. And I feel like that is just the trend right now is these hero shooters, and the multiplayer context. So
I didn't get a chance to play the console version, so I'm kind of excited to be able to play with a controller.
Yeah, it felt good. Like I said, it was definitely interesting. The first night of the beta, I got my butt kicked, like face pushed in.
Yeah.
But the second night I was starting to get it, I was trying out all the different heroes and understanding the game types and the maps a little bit more, and it really started to feel good. So I'm excited just to jump in, like I said, have some fun with it for a month before Destiny comes out, and who knows, I might stick with it. It might just be something I kind of go back and forth with. But yeah, I'm enjoying it.
That's awesome.
What else are you guys up to?
What are you playing, Chris?
I haven't actually been playing any games.
Well, you've been playing that mobile game again. What have you been playing? What is that called?
Like I said last time, it's an Eternium. Yeah, Eternium game.
Mobile games evil.
It's just something.
Mobile games are the reason why we have a problem with Shadow of War. I want you to know that.
We'll talk about we'll definitely talk about that later. No, I think most of my time has been going towards I was binge watching Rick and Morty, so I finished season 1 and 2 on Hulu while I was doing some other stuff, and I'm still building a game table. And, I took the kids to the fair and stuff and, did summer things.
Summer stuff.
So you did real people things.
I did a lot of real people
watching
things.
Rick and Morty.
No, Rick
and
Morty
can do that.
No, Rick and Morty was for me. That was for
that
me.
was my time.
You know what else should be for you? Voltron. So get on it.
Voltron?
Yeah, on Netflix. Let's see it. Let's go.
Actually, everybody at the office is trying to make me want to. They're trying to get. Yeah,
everybody does.
Game of Thrones.
At this
goddamn
point,
Game of Thrones.
At this point, like in order for me to binge watch all of Game of Thrones and everything like that, it has to end. It just has to. It's got to be a Breaking Bad thing. Like it has to end. It's got to be up on like Netflix or something I can binge watch. It has to end so I can watch it.
60 hours of binge watching left.
It's whatever. But it's just one of those things. Like I just need it to end and then I'll go back. Like I did the same thing with Breaking Bad.
I don't know.
Just too deep.
I don't know shit about it. Like the whole Game of Thrones thing, and like everyone's like, you need to watch this.
But here's the thing. Like with me, like if something gets overhyped for me. Like everybody tells me that it's gonna get
like they're like it's the greatest thing on the world, and I'm like,
and if it's not, yeah, that's the thing. Like, and if it's not, like I watched the very first episode, and I just have never gone back to it. But if it's not everything that like I want, or like I'm not as excited for it as I should be based on what everybody's telling me, I feel like it's just gonna be. I'm gonna watch it and be like, okay,
and that's the kind of disappointment I don't want to give my coworkers. Because they are hooked on it.
And I just don't I don't know how they're gonna end that series to the point where everybody's happy.
That's like The Walking Dead too. Like I've never met a fan base who hated the show so much and were still so dedicated to watching it.
I feel like that's fallen off though. I feel like that series is gonna come to
as someone that watches it, it's one of those. I mean, I don't watch the Fear the Walking Dead. I never watched that one. I watched like the first episode. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna watch this. But I've been watching the actual main series. I wouldn't
watch spin-offs.
And this past season, the first episode was crazy, and then it just went downhill. It was just like
every time the ratings dip, they kill off one of the main characters.
Yeah,
that's what it seems like.
Well, it was an introduction to a new character, a new villain, and it was, they pretty much, spoilers, took out some people. But
that's what like every time I hear like, oh my god, did you see the newest episode?
It's like, who died?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Who got their face
It's not like, oh, this awesome, this is awesome fight scene. There's this awesome plot hole or story twist. No, they just killed off one of the main characters. La-di-da.
And then the rest of the season, like the whole season, we're just building up to
an inevitable conflict.
To this season finale that really wasn't that fantastic.
That's fantastic, guys. Go watch Voltron so I get more episodes.
You can create like a whole bunch of different accounts and just watch them off that.
God, it's not gonna happen.
Go
John,
watch Voltron.
Just do me a favor. I am a little bit upset though because like season 3 came out for Voltron. It's only 7 episodes, but like the season 4, I guess they're calling it, is going to have like another 7 or 8 episodes in October. So there's less time in between the seasons, but
that's fine. They know.
But I like that series. Just it hits home with like people that watched it in the past and all the newcomers to the show. I
am watching Super though.
Dragon Ball Super, everybody's watching Super. If we don't watch Super and none of us are caught up on the episode, I'd be worried. Like that's when there's like a hardcore like we need to have a freaking intervention. Yeah, because something's wrong with somebody. If all of us aren't up to date.
Are you okay? Kind of.
Yeah,
thing?
that's
Do you
exactly.
need assistance?
Yeah, like are you sure you're still you? Like did the body snatchers get you?
Right.
So I'd be really worried if none of us were up to date on Dragon Ball Super.
I think that's the only show that I've been like really hardcore dedicated to, even through the stupid episodes. Like I still watch it and like just be like,
it's all my binge watchy stuff I'm dedicated to.
Yeah,
on Netflix.
It's on my list.
Although looking back, it's like I kind of wish like you did binge watch this because like we were saying before, because we're used to watching Dragon Ball Z on a weekly basis when it came out, and now we're watching these once a week, and it just makes what's going on seem forever.
And all the episodes seem so short, even though they're the same length.
Exactly.
Well, there's just so much going on.
Because we were used to like, can't wait to watch it tomorrow, and then now we have to wait a whole week.
Like, if I didn't have the internet, I would totally just let it go. Like, for like a month or two.
Yeah, because no one's going to spoil it.
Watch it. Yeah, I know.
But because of social media. That's what it was back in the day. We didn't have social media, but now it's like... You just open up Instagram or anything. It's like, oh, great, that's the next form. Great, fuck the life.
You can't escape it. You can't escape it.
But yeah, all the Netflix stuff I always usually binge watch as soon as it comes out. Like
House
of Cards, like
House of Cards is good, but it just
when they come out, it doesn't last a weekend for me. I'm really bad about it.
Really?
Like I don't make it through the weekend without finishing House of Cards.
I can't get the time.
Like instead of playing games that night, I'm watching a show like Voltron. I got to the 7th episode. I'm like, what? Wait! There's only 7 episodes. I was like freaking out.
Be like, honey, why did we pay the Netflix bill? What did you do?
Again, she's gonna watch this episode.
She's
gonna listen to this podcast. You're all in trouble.
That's fine.
But no, House of Cards I love, but I can't. I don't have for the 40 plus minute episodes. Yeah. It's hard to sit down and watch it because I'm doing so many things.
You have the Marvel stuff like Defenders. I think is only like a 7 episode arc or something like that. That's done as soon as it comes out Friday by Saturday.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. My wife's gonna want to watch that, so.
You had to pace yourself.
I'm having no choice. There's certain shows that like I have to be careful with. Like the other one, The Ranch, with Ashton Kutcher and
that's a funny episode.
Yeah, that show is great. Like it's phenomenal. It's a lot of fun.
My wife watches that show, and she never watched that 70s show, so we're actually watching that 70s show now.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't. It's so funny watching this like R-rated show versus what they used to come from. But I gotta watch The Ranch. I gotta catch up on that because that's hilarious.
Castlevania, staying on video games. Castlevania. Did you watch the
anime
yet?
Oh yeah.
4 episodes. It was just starting to get good.
That was a tease. Like, I think that was an intro to see what the hype was gonna be.
Yeah, I was gonna see.
I mean, I love that. That was a phenomenal.
It was good.
I never really talked about it, but I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like a core like Castlevania guy, so I don't really know like how close they're paying attention to the stories or anything like that. But it was only 4 episodes, and that was another one. I was like, it's only 4 episodes. Like, what are you doing to me?
Yeah.
Like I get excited for this stuff. Like, I'm always thinking, like, all right, 10, 12, 13 episodes, and no. You're
season is average
like 4
10.
episodes.
Yeah.
Season's average 10 episodes, at least.
So, but, I mean, like I said, there's more coming out for that, evidently.
And those are the things that take us away from gaming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a little gaming involved. The only other thing that I was playing was Hitman. I got Hitman off of the Amazon Prime Day sale.
Which Hitman?
The current one, season 1. It's just Hitman. It's called Hitman.
I still have not played a Hitman game. How does that game play in comparison to...
If you like stealth games, you'll like it.
Yeah.
But, like, for me, like, I'm like one of those people, like, I don't like getting caught. I want to take them all out and leave no bodies if I can. Or like no suspicion. Like I don't even want to be searched for.
You put yourself in the role and you're like
so like
to do it yourself.
That was like me with Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
Like I beat the game without powers and I freaking was the stealthiest guy.
But the thing is with those games, they need to add in a automatic restart checkpoint button. And like having this checkpoint load in the background so it's just like you're back to the beginning without loading screens.
Because you get pissed off.
Yeah, no, because every time I get caught, I'm like, damn, I don't restart. Yeah. I'm like, oh, he wasn't there. I didn't see him there before. Damn it, restart.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I like
the game
in an example, like the first mission, you got a chance to take this guy out by him walking through a puddle of water, and you can find a screwdriver in the mansion and mess with the actual the socket, the outlet socket, and sabotage it. So I sabotaged it. I set it up. I walked away from it. At some point, I wasn't around. I was trying to work on my second target in the mansion. Some other bystander came in and killed themselves. It wasn't even the objective. It wasn't even the target. Yeah. So I was like, damn it. Now they're looking for me.
Yeah.
Like, then I just restarted it all over again, and then I had to wait for him to actually come towards the path, and then turn the electricity on, and then walk away from it.
Wait, how are they looking for you if you weren't even around in the
It's just
scene?
like an awareness. Yeah. Like, they increase the awareness.
It's so like, hey, someone's dead. Who could have done this?
What could have happened?
It's like in Clue.
Wait, hold on. But it was a malfunction.
Yeah.
Games need to come out with smarter AI to be like, oh, there's a malfunction.
Well, it's just
call the mechanic, call the electrician.
It's more of like a high alert. So, like, if somebody sees you doing something suspicious or something weird, like, they might actually watch you closer.
Well, you got to look at it this way, Chris. If they did call 911, he would literally have to put the controller down, hide in a vent, walk away for 5 hours after they do the whole investigation, find out what happened.
So I like playing Hitman, and I think it's one of those things I'm gonna like kind of savor. Like, I'm gonna go back to it here and there. I don't think it's something I'm gonna like try and finish right away, because honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna go back and play like the additional contract, like the custom contracts or customized missions or objectives or whatever. Eventually, I'm probably just gonna play through the campaign and just enjoy the campaign.
When are we gonna play Ghost Recon?
As soon as Destiny's over in the next 3 years.
Yeah. Hold that thought.
It is. That's just.
I want to talk about Ghost Recon though when we get to the third topic, but
I'm a little sad.
But like Hitman, I know what the rest of the game's gonna feel like. You know what I mean? Like, I understand like everything about it. It's really great. I like the variety in it. But I do kind of feel like I know how it's going to go. Like, you're going to have different areas, different targets. You're going to have cool ways to kill them. And I think that's all awesome and amazing. And I think IO Interactive is going to do really well with whatever they do next with Hitman. Probably a second season. But, yeah, I mean, it's a great game. It's just, like I said, for me right now, like, I'm still on the first mission. And, you know, everybody's going to say, get good. But it's just like one of those things. It's just one of those things where it's just like they guide you somewhat with some of them, like they kind of give you hints that you can find, but like as soon as I get caught or something or I screw up, I'm like, no, I need to start over.
I can do better.
Done. I can do better.
Nice. Well, I've been playing my new 2DS.
At least you're playing something, John.
Yeah, I know.
Other than YouTube creator or whatever it is that you do.
I edit everything. So, but no, I like this. This came out 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
And you felt...
I was giving it a lot of crap about its size, but actually the size is smaller.
Yeah.
So I took everything back I said about it earlier.
It's got a nice design. This is my first DS at all. My last Game Boy was Game Boy
it's not a
SP.
Game Boy, John. It's a DS.
It's a Nintendo handheld.
This is your first DS, period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm really digging it. It's awesome. I was playing Ocarina of Time. It's probably the best version I've seen and played.
Yeah.
It plays well. And
you don't have to worry about the 3D. The one thing when I played Ocarina of Time when I first got it on the 3DS, that game was not made with 3D in mind, and it totally looked that way.
Yeah.
So, like, when I first started playing with the 3DS and I tried Ocarina with the 3D, it was, like, unplayable for me. Like, the 3D was just so janky that it was screwing, like, with my eyes.
I mean, that's why I never even bothered with the 3DS, because...
You didn't have to play it in 3D.
I know, but that's the point. It's like, why are you paying for the technology when you're not going to use it? And that's my whole
That's
theory.
why they had to drop the price so quickly when it came out.
Because I wasn't going to use it, and then they had the 2DS come out, but that thing just looked terrible. Tablet. Yeah, and people said it was horrible.
Yeah, it didn't feel good.
I mean, you couldn't put it in your pocket.
There's a lot of plastic there that probably didn't need to be there.
Yeah, and actually, if you took the center piece off that was separating the screens, it was just one big screen.
Yep.
So that was stupid. So then when they announced this, I looked into it, and I was really hyped for it. I was like, I need another handheld. I have a PSP, but it's a collector's edition, a Metal Gear Solid one. And it's, and I can't do anything like sell it or nothing like that. And the reason I would sell it is because it has a dead pixel on the screen. They sent it to me that way, but I was in such a rush to play the Metal Gear Solid game because Metal Gear Solid.
Peace Walker, yep. That was what it came with, right?
Yeah, because Metal Gear Solid 4 was coming out.
Yep.
So I wanted to play that all through that so I can play Metal Gear Solid 4. And
4 came out.
Yeah.
First. Peace Walker came out after. Yeah. Because Peace Walker was the latest Metal Gear Solid game before Metal Gear Solid 5 came out. And Metal Gear Solid 5...
No, it was the other way.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah. It was the other way. It was the other way because I remember I wouldn't have been so hyped about it because I wanted to play them all so I can play Metal Gear Solid 4.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to find out.
Wait.
Fact checking your ass.
Oh, now I'm... No.
I want to hold
I'm pretty sure. You're probably...
Nice.
It's probably wrong, but that's the way I felt anyway. So anyway, it has a dead pixel in it, so it's not like I could, sell it anytime at all. It's going to be worth nothing, really, and I didn't have the money to buy another PSP, and I didn't trade it, give it back and be like, oh, hey, because I think at the time I got the last one that was there, so I was like, oh, I don't want to wait for him to have to give it back to me, so it's another 2 weeks I can't play the game. Something stupid like that.
Really comfortable.
Yeah, it's actually surprising. The bumpers even look like they don't really have an effect. Some people were saying that the way that the hinge is, that was getting in the way of your fingers.
Not at all.
I don't think so. I mean, I got pretty big freaking hands, and this thing feels good.
Sasquatch hands. But no, I like it. It's great to play, and and like I said, Ocarina of Time's really awesome. So
yeah, this is nice.
And I got a couple other games with it, cheaper games, and then hopefully get the really good ones later on. But it's awesome about this because there's no limitations. You can play Xenoblade Chronicles on that with no problem.
Peace Walker was released in April 28th, 2010.
There is a stylus.
No, never mind.
Metal Gear Solid 4 was released June 12th, 2008.
All right.
Because I remembered it was already out, and you wanted me to play the PSP games. And the thing was, too, is that Peace Walker was the last one that Kojima did. And that was one of those ones he was like, I'm never doing another one again.
Yeah.
And then he went and made 5, and 5's core game mechanics is very... you can see where Peace Walker was his early intentions for what he did.
Yeah, that makes sense because they would have tried to do that before.
Because it has a whole forward base.
That's why, because I was having you play those before you played 4. That's why. That's why you played them before 4, I think. Peace
Walker was great for a handheld game.
I thought Peace Walker was really good.
PSP has some really great games.
Yeah.
4 games.
Absolutely. No, they have really good games. I want to get back into them because there's a lot of games that were even...
the God of War games are all really good.
Yeah, I think I started playing some, but I gave them back to you, though. And the one collection I bought was actually the PlayStation collection, although there's a whole collection that you get the PSP versions with it, too, which I didn't even know about till after I bought it. I was like, oh, nice. Shucks.
But back to the 2DS, you were playing Legend of Zelda. Do you play anything else on it yet?
Not yet. I've been kind of focused on one game because I don't want that, oh, let me play this now.
Yeah.
So I want to beat that game and then...
other ones are, like, obviously, we were talking about, like, obviously the core Nintendo games are still expensive.
Yes, the ones that are really good, obviously, I want to get Mario Kart 7, even Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers, yeah.
Super Mario.
Smash Brothers holds up, too. It's 60 frames on that handheld.
That's awesome.
That's actually really good.
I mean, the screen's great. It looks really awesome. The, what was I going to say? Because the Mario Brother games I want, even the DS ones are expensive still.
Link Between Worlds. Link Between Worlds for Zelda, that's a really good game. That's a core, 2D over the head.
And I want to get Majora's Mask and play it on this because I haven't played it yet, and I feel like I would get to it first on the handheld.
Can I see the little stubby... Here it is. Oh, wait, no.
No, it's right here.
Stylus.
Next.
No.
Right the toothpick.
That's not that bad.
Do you use that?
Have you seen the original?
I have.
That thing was like that. You have the original.
I have the original. I have the original at home.
So you had the DS.
I mean,
in the case,
a lot of people don't really use the stylus for most games anyway.
I use the stylus to play Sudoku.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, for one thing.
See, I would play a puzzle game, but the ones I was looking into that they say are really, really good are still expensive.
Yep.
Because they're really, really good.
Like the strategy games you could play too, I think. I think Fire Emblem could probably work pretty well.
Oh, yeah. Everything they said works really well on this version, so I'm happy about that. So I'm looking forward to get some games. Guys, if you know any games that I should play, let me know.
Where's the SD card?
I'm moving for everything.
In the front door.
right here.
Oh, thank God you don't have to open it up like you do with the XL.
No, it was a flat bottom.
That was so stupid. For the new XLs, you have to literally take off the back. And, like, when you take off the back of the console, it makes a snap that is almost scary.
Sounds like it's going to break.
Yeah. Like,
wow.
it was really, like, a poor design.
Shredding.
It was like...
Oh.
Like, thank God before I went to add the SD card in, I was like... I knew about it, because I think if I would like... My heart would just stop. I would have
just died next to your game.
But yeah, everything about that looks like a very nice, well designed.
Oh, it's so great, and it feels great too. So, hey, listen, I waited for this game, and patience is a virtue, and it paid off.
I'm gonna get it.
So
I'm gonna get it. It's another thing he needs.
But guys, yeah, if you guys haven't checked this out yet, give it a try. I mean, there's a bunch of backlog out there that you guys can check out.
There's so many games out for it too.
And like I said, guys, let me know in the comments down below what games I should play, and yeah, I mean, what are you guys playing? We always like to know what you guys are into, and if you guys have any recommendations for anything.
The entire Super Nintendo library.
Can go in there, except for Star Fox 2.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why you get SNES Classic. But anyway, guys, let us know down in the comments.